for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
And let's get this started. Okay. I almost stopped the broadcast. That would be amusing. There we are. As you can tell, if you were here last stream, I am very much not where I was. I was doing some grinding off camera. Well, also you can see that I'm now level 4 in the battle pass instead of level 1. Okay, let's see, what are the dailies? I think my phone just told me that someone went live. No idea what that notification was, but still. Whatever. Expedition reward. What expedition reward? I should be completely done with all expedition rewards. Unless I'm missing something, in which case, oops. Okay, let's see, just switch my browser. Tool, muster manager. Where's my mouse things? Talk to Herman. You know, before Herman, I've got a certain someone to talk to because confusing notification. What do you wish to speak of?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, that's what she's saying. Expedition reward, okay. This really confused me. Ooh, did they actually fix the, I do believe that they actually fixed that thing where it said or where it reset the character position for how long you were gonna let them out. Leave them out for. Good. That was driving me nuts. Nuts a while back. Good thing that they fixed that. Mining! Glorious mining. Can I sit in this chair? Oh, I actually can. I did not expect that. I know you can sit in most of the chairs. I didn't actually think about that. Who the heck are you? Okay, you know, let's just talk. Here from the Adventurers Guild Intelligence Department. Can I intel you can share with me? I know about you. You're the Outlander who's just arrived in Mondstadt, right? No, I'm kitching, but whatever. I've had my eye on you since your arrival. So you mean you said that there is another person like you in another hero from a faraway land? How strange to think that there were people in Tibet who I had no knowledge of. I guess that answers that question. Even though we already know where she is. Sort of. Kind of. Indirectly. Herman! Herman. What's wrong? It's just my daughter Ellen has her heart set on joining the Knights of Vanya. She's training for the Shrouds now. I'd really hope to help her mentor her, but she doesn't believe in me when I say I used to be an adventurer. She wants to train alone. There's nothing I can do to prove it to her either. Once you've got a weapon, kids, it'd be selfish and reckless to carry on going out on these dangerous adventures. My responsibility to take care of for my family takes priority over the ego. I boost what I get. over the ego boost I get from going on an adventure. I can read. I'm still an adventurer at heart, though, and I certainly still know a thing or two about it. Once when I was on an adventure, I noticed these wooden dummies that the hilly girls use for combat training. They look pretty sturdy. I'm sure they'd be great for Ellen to train with, too. Could you go and collect a few literal training dummies for me? Of course, I respect the adventure's code and wouldn't make you do it for nothing. How about it? Alright. That's fair at all. I was like you back when I was first up for anything. I don't have to say anything. Just joking, of course. Off you go now. I am short of breath. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, where is this? This looks like a place to teleport. Okay. I don't entirely know what happened, but I'll take it. Also, there's lots of lightning. That's a tiny detail in comparison to everything else.
Incoming! Speed of light!
Glorious gave me cabbages and cities and a few other things. Now I'm going to quickly mine these. Oh, apples. I do in fact need apples. Why are you here, Dr. Moonstone? I don't think you just spawn out wild. Do I have a quest stream? Any tenderness to pop up? Answer, yes. I just completely did not notice that she showed up. Yes. Apple. Give me my apple. I said I was going to mine these, didn't I? Good. Now time to head back here. This should be a better teleport point, wouldn't it? Okay, where are you? There you are. Herman. I must speak with you, Herman. Limitations of an adventurer. Did you find some training dummies? Yep. Ooh, nice. Something. Yes, these are nice and sturdy. If they can withstand a pummeling by a hilly trail, they should be able to take whatever Ellen throws at them. Thank you, as per the adventurer's code, here's your reward. Lovely. I think this will probably be the fastest way there. That's glorious. First thing she does is have you install Uno when you get internet. Surprising. Well, actually, I don't know your mom, so I don't know if that's surprising or not. I was gonna say surprising no one, but That probably is actually kind of surprising for most people. Ow! What to? Huh. I did not realize what I was doing here. This is why you read the quest.
Don't blink. Got lucky that time. You're toast. With sword comes shadow.
Yay! Gonna do that. Good luck on the stream. All right. Have a good time playing Uno. Yeah, okay, let's see, where else? What else do I have for missions? Pudgy Pyrotechnics. That is this way. Is there even a teleporter over there? There's a teleporter over here. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised I can see that thermal over there. The one that brings me over to... I don't know what it's called. Hello there, Bucket. How have you been? Kind of since the past months, I'd say. Though I admit I've spent the past few months offline because of no internet. I'm doing good. Glad to be back in the grind of Genshin. I was really glad to have internet again, because there's not much to do without it. Hello,
Cut to the chase.
everyone.
Incoming.
Things been rough? How so? You have no health bar. I only just started playing.
Don't blink.
Yes. Good. You're still alive. Ah, man. That's bad. Or that sucks. Sorry for your loss. I don't know how to say things like this. At all. Hopefully you're coping. Where is the next one? I can feel that. Whenever someone brings up losing someone, I'm like, how do I do this now? Like, how do I respond? Do I just say sorry for your loss? Say something else, or just leave it at, alright or something? I don't really know. Why the arrow? Nice.
Don't blink.
Wind blade.
Incoming.
You are indeed correct on that end. I thought those were the reinforcements, apparently not.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Incoming.
Wind blade.
Let's dance. Speed of light.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. And apple, pinecone. Why am I grabbing pinecones? I have way too many pinecones as it is. Yep, see you around. Okay, what next? Alright, I need to name this. Let's do this transport request. Dr. Edith. I've got a box for you. Take these. Yay! Companionship XP. And next... I suppose let's just get on with the title of the stream and go find out who this finalist is. The arena is right here. I don't want to go to this island. Let's take the nice long swim across. Because otherwise I'm going to have a repeat of last stream where I have to just sit there and watch when my character gets nuked by things. Okay, I'm just gonna note that there's something on this island for me to do. I'll call that good. This isn't working, is it? I thought I died there. I will be 100% honest, I thought I died there. Okay. Investigate. Investigate. And investigate. Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. Ignore me. Actually, no.
Don't blink!
I am getting stuck.
Nice and spike! I'll protect
Yay. Okay. Let's just heal up here for a second. Tempted to pick that flower, but I'll leave it there for the moment. The crux clash. Butterfly.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Where's your brother?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Do I get to do Kazuha now? Which case, I'm doomed, because my level 50, or no, level 60 Kazuha is actually pretty terrifying by himself. Speech is difficult and overrated, but details. Adobe wants me to update again. Where's my mouse? There it is. Yay! I'm not updating. For many reasons, one of which being that it will literally eat my computer alive. Kazuha. Empty duel. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements to it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Oh.
Incoming.
Ask nothing about how haste. Just someone kitsching out of nowhere.
Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
Wind blade.
Incoming. Hit. Hit. Huh.
Boba, get them!
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
With the wind.
Don't blink. Let's dance.
I feel like this is more confusing for him than anything else.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Winds are coming. We find a boat. Oh.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
I thought I missed that.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Speed of light.
Tree.
Nowhere to hide.
Wind blade!
Nice and spicy. Don't blink.
You had a name, but now you do not.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. but I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
That escalated quickly. No one's general surprise. Hello, Mr. Crossbowman again. I think this is the third time I fought you. I don't know if they changed the head model.
Don't blink!
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
That was a very different voice just now.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated faced divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Now you want us to return. Lovely. I wonder if this sneeze is going to occur, or if it's just going to stay there as all sneezes do. Now, this time around, let's not activate the golems. I call them golems, that is not their name. Ruin guards, that's the name. That's the one I'm looking for. So much easier to get those. Huh. Must root all. Takes the Star Conch. Did I even pick that up? Star Conch. Pero events have occurred. We also have the vision.
There you have it. The evidence speaks for itself. It's no wonder Lady Ningguang was so concerned with the security of this area. I doubt even Captain Beidou will manage to come out of all this unscathed.
Curious if we missed anything.
Huh? Did Beidou leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Let's send him to Morax.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Autumn winds and scarlet leaves. Prologue complete. That was not the button I meant to open. Setting sail. I will just go ahead and say no to that one for the moment. And go over here. Teleport waypoint. So how are the lurkers doing? I think we have 2 lurkers according to my phone, but my phone's wildly inaccurate, I think. Now then. Let us see. Let us see. I was very confused by that marker. I'm like, why do I need to go 3,000 meters away? An answer, I don't. Well, I don't really need to go 3,000 meters away. Claim daily commission reward. Thank you for completing today's commission. Here's your reward. Yes.
Windblade.
Hey, co-op's now enabled. Yay. Ah. See you, kiddo. See ya. Tell me if you ever see the dandelion. See. Will do. I. Oh, his name is Sage.
Where is it?
That's what he's referring to. Did I pick up 3 dandelions? I thought I saw 3 dandelions, and I only picked up 2. I just have the memory of I need to figure out like what has a really short memory. Squirrel? Maybe. Exclamation point brain. Fine. Let's head over here. I don't want to place a marker, thank you very much. Quests. Sometimes in quests...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens, or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you in Narukami Island.
There's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
The question, do we have a boat to get to the boat? Or I guess I should say a boat to get to the ship. Or am I left to my own devices on that end? I do indeed appear to be left to my own devices. Also, I never did actually do that fishing off camera, did I? Just a random note. I did do a little fishing, but that was basically just me giving up on catching a really strong fish. Now then, teleport here, swim over to an oar, and then climb all the way up. Because why not? Let's just climb as high as we can for the moment. Then dive off the edge. Sweet flower! Floaty rock. I think that's a giant skull over there, and on that, right there is a temple. And also, if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, then you have no idea what I'm looking at. But yes, skull on that island. I don't entirely remember what's there. Yeah, temple there. I presume that's the city. I talked to Beidou up here? Yes. Kazuha, where are you? Oh wait, he left, didn't he?
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
What, no, only I give orders around here? I do believe we can safely say that this boat is not rowed by humans. That seems a little too rhythmic. So probably some form of elemental engine. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. What, no cutscene? I was kind of hoping we'd have a nice little cinematic of going through the storm.
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh, this place looks nice. What is that? I want to know what that is. I have many things to inspect. What are you? Lavender melon. You don't say. Tell me more. This is the wrong menu. But I will still accept it. Now then. What be this lavender melon you speak of? Is it a food ingredient? Or not, no, it's not food at least. Lavender melon, it is a cooking ingredient. Oh man, that's weird not having a map. Fishing. Fishing. Start fishing. I should have looked. I don't feel like trying to go for those. I guarantee those are going to wreck me. Okay.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
From here onward, you're under the jurisdiction of the Kanjo Commission.
Yeah then. Cat snuck in whilst Mom came to get my blanket, which I gloriously spilled tea on. Ooh. A book. I found a book. This is the wrong menu. But I swear there's something to pull up whatever I just picked up. That does indeed look like a diary. Investigate. Traveling doctor's medicine pot. 2 of them, specifically. What is here? Sorry. I'm very tempted just to see what happens if I wander off.
If any Outlanders are having trouble, feel free to visit.
follows who now? I know who he follows around, even though I don't even know who the heck he's following. Who the heck he's following. Speech is interesting. Eureka!
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
I am very confused.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
That's nice, but I've got something to do first. Maybe. Where in the world? There it is. Oh, hey. No, I didn't. I've got things to climb. I am on your sand garden. Are you going to complain? Did I leave footprints? I do actually leave footprints. That's cool. Now then. Why am I here? Where in the world is this statue of the Seven? Give me the statue of the Seven. Give it to me. Ignore the lizard. Good to know sweet flowers can even be hoarded here. So that's the Raiden Shogun. What does Niue look like from here? La Zoom. Narukami Island. Glorious. Let's see. Does Cap have a party? Cap does not have a party. Oh, hello. Resonating with Electro.
Lightning flash!
Okay, am I missing something on Discord? One wish and you get Shogun, I think. Yes, I'm currently reading Discord.
Hey! Speed of light.
Climb this roof type enough and you get the idea. Where is it? Phone, don't speak. Okay, back to Twitch chat. Yes. There we are. Twitch chat appears to be reset, so if you commented something, I probably didn't see it. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Okay. Mortal Travalis. Okay, I didn't complete the first one. I don't even know where the Shattered Halberd series is. Okay. Oh, right. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about my name card. Okay, this one, thank you very much. Now then... Kurosu, I think? What's your name?
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. You're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Yeah, bro, here's a Sakoku decree. How inconvenient. So this is Crystal Marrow. Murder. Murder, murder, murder.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Let's get it again. Roma! We've got the monopoly, idiot. Where are you, Toma? They haven't seen children. I'm pretty sure that animation is used in several cases. I think I know vaguely what that is, but I don't actually know. That's the wrong person. That's a guard. This is a person. A person. The person. Something person.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer!
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Now I'll go back and talk to him again. I don't actually get it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Just rearranging things here. What are you doing? I am presuming you're checking for draft or something, but I'm pretty sure you do that on the inside, not on the outside. There he is. Werner! I approach from the bushes. You will be surprised. I exist.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where is this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt. Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Ah, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Leah Harbor.
Leah.
I am not giving you that. Have one of these instead. I don't use them.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world. Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Time to track. Time to hunt. And pick up a potato and some wheat.
Sorry.
Ignore me.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Instant way that you get the Shogun on one random draw. You were probably pretty close to getting a character anyway. Or getting a 5-star. I am unmuted, yes. I have no idea, I'm really bad at this. Yes, I am unmuted.
Too close! That's too close! You'll notice us first. It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. It's not like I'll get any customers.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Yeah.
What was that sound?
Quiet!
Oh, I can crouch. I forgot about
Must
that.
be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go?
What do you mean, where'd he go? He's standing right there.
There a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Yeah, okay. So that's what happened. Mission reset.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Stealth mission. Stealth mission.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else?
Too close! It's too close! It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go?
Oh man, this is difficult.
He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
Should I close one?
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
I don't exist. I have no idea what you're talking about. So basically, this entire stretch right here is easy enough to avoid. It's when he gets down there that it's difficult. Ignore me. I am looking suspicious.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
No, don't fall for it this time around.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looks like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Confessions of an Outlander.
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Hyman thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
No, you are coming with
You
us.
aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner is a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Hidden ledger. You are not careful enough, Mr. Kurisu? Kurisu? I can't remember his name. Keijiro.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady...
Okay.
of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Dr. Toma. Let's just walk into the middle of town, shall we? Where in the world is... There he is. The tree doesn't show up on the map.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. Alright. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himigimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beidou during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Okay, why is the bot not activating? Like, my bot's been running for past.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
I gotta type a random command that I actually know offhand. Oh, it's not even working. Whatever.
Huh? What's up? Oh, right!
Stream Labs is here.
Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Oh, this is a fence. I'm like, am I seeing through buildings right now? I'm surprised I haven't seen any chests yet.
Stop there! Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, This is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
I highly doubt that, but sure. Icy book. Give me. Rito escape plan. Robert. Merchant. Alright. Also, are there any merchants here? That's not what I opened. Wow, there actually really aren't any merchants here. I found what we're doing.
Any outlanders are having trouble. Feel free to visit the
Okay. Noted. But that island is like 2 feet away. Wait, what plant is that? I want it. I want the plant. It's out of reach. This is a very interesting little campsite someone has here. There's a waypoint here? I'm confused. I don't know why there's a waypoint here. Because I sure did not activate hello. Fish, 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 fish.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Settle down, Paimon. The guard person was doing his job.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa! You heard about that too? Yep. It's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Conjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then. You must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
I want to know what would happen if I actually had 300 Chisons on me.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
That they are. But I've also been streaming for 2 hours, so meaning I should end the stream here. So, I guess next stream, we will figure out what happens when we reach that marker. So, I guess I should actually start looking for people to raid. Actually, let's see what's the raid train up to at the moment. I have no idea what time of day it is on there. That is not the text I wanted to copy. Okay. Let's raid someone that I'm actually following and not participate in the raid trade today. Actually, wait. Never mind. I'm on PC, aren't I? Or PC also, I should say. And who knows, maybe tomorrow I can actually make sure my bot's functioning. Okay. But first, let's have the computer lag out. This should be the one. There. Well, let's go say hello to them, assuming they're alive. Let's see, is my chat actually picking that right up? I am. Good. But yes, be sure to go say hello to Billy the Gamer 124 of the Raid Train. See you guys next stream tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe. I'll be doing some more AFK stuff again, but... Or not AFK, but, you know, off-stream grinding. But I'll be saving that for after. See you all next time. Rated channel was apparently offline. Never mind. Okay, so I'll just do a simple raid this time then. Since I can't figure out who's supposed to be raided. Yes, let's just raid main Brian and say hello to him. See you all next time. This time for real. Really, see you all next time.